Hi everyone, I'm going to make this little video on MLA formatting. I did this same demo in class. It does seem to help. I'm taking this text, which I just pulled out of my course. I'm going to pretend it's an essay, and that What Are Valentines is my title. Okay? So first thing to do is to highlight the whole thing, go to Home, and the spacing area, then double space. Okay. And then also, while you have the whole thing highlighted, put it in Times New Roman 12. Okay. Now the paragraphs should be indented with one click on the tab. Now if the tab seems to be too big or too little, then you need to check your ruler by going to View and then clicking on Ruler here, and then looking and seeing it should be a 1/2 inch, just like marked right here. Okay, now the title should not be bolded. It should not be italicized, underlined, or in quotation marks either. All of that is for published work. It should be centered. That's the only thing you should do. Okay? Now above the title, not centered but left justified, you put an MLA heading. That is 4 lines. Your name, the instructor name, the course name, and I put the course name like this, not the number, because the number's kind of ugly. And the due date. We'll just pretend this due date is today. And in MLA, we put the due date in military format like this. And this isn't an extra thing. It's not part of MLA, but I always, after the course name, I also add the name of the assignment. I'll just make one up here. But you would put there whatever the name of your assignment is. So for example, for the first assignment in Comp 1, that would be something like Family Issue Paper / Persuade to Act, or Take a Position, whichever argument format you're using. Now that little note about the assignment is not required in MLA, but it is very helpful to instructors, so I usually tell students to include that. All right. Now above the student name, above this, we're going to put a header. And for that, we're going to use the header feature. So you go to Insert, and then Header. And then you can just pick blank. That's just the most plain one. You don't need anything fancy. And say, here, your last name, a space, and then insert page number. That's over here, page number. Current position, plain number. That's it. Now, the reason you have to use the header function for that is you want that in every page. And you also want the page number to switch with the appropriate page. So that's why you need to use the header function. And then take that, and on the home key, go ahead and also put it in Times New Roman 12 and right justify. Okay. Then over here in design, you can close header and footer, and it is closed up. You'll see if you have more than one page, it changes the page number, like right here down at the bottom. Okay? All right, now one last thing is that Word, for some reason, puts a little extra space between paragraphs. So you see how this space here between these paragraphs is a little bit bigger than the spaces within the paragraphs. That's true up at the top too. It put a little extra space above and below the heading, which we do not want, and below each one of those lines, or above and below the title and below each one of the lines in the heading. We don't want any of that. Okay, so you highlight the whole thing, and to get rid of that, you have to go to Page Layout and then this After and make it 0. Now that is true double spacing. And now you would save again because you've got it correctly formatted, and this would be the one you would send in Canvas. Okay? Thank you.